A very, very important day from England's point of view. Welcome to the highlights. The scorecard at the beginning of the day, West Indies continuing from their overnight 242 for 5. The batsman in occupation, Geoffrey Dujon on 35, Roger Harper on 23. And the bowling figures as England went onto the field showed that Dilley has 2 wickets and the 3 players at the bottom, 1 each, De Freitas, Capel and Childs. And the West Indians in a very strong position at the start of play on this third day, 107 runs ahead, 242 for 5. And very important that England get through and pick up those remaining 5 wickets. We join play now in the 6th over. 2 runs have been added. John Charles, the left-arm spinner, is coming to bowl from the Warwick Road end, and he's bowling to Geoffrey Dujon.
That's a good shot. And that's what John Charles has found about Test cricket. The bad ball tends to go for 4.
Yes, John Charles pulling this one down, width, short, and Jeff Dujon just picking his spot, really. He's only got to hit it in the middle.
Childs. Takes Dujon on to 49. There's Dujon's 50. What a valuable innings that is. It's his 4th against England. His 13th for the West Indies. And his 3rd 50 of the series, so what an impact he's making.
Freitas. Didn't miss by much, and the batsman Dujon would have been struggling.
Yes, hit that pretty hard towards mid-off, and it's not too deep there. And that got to be pretty tight if the ball hit the wicket.
Good spin there for Charles.
The ball's certainly still turning. That would have pitched round about off the middle and missed everything. So there's quite a bit of encouragement there for the slower bowlers. Not quite carrying though, that's the problem, the pace of the pitch.
Dilley has the chance of taking the new one, which he does now. The newer, bouncier ball is providing a problem or two for Roger Harper. He came into the team here for Old Trafford in place of Desmond Haynes, who has a thigh injury. But he's been a good partner for Geoffrey Dujon. Their partnership began at 187, gone through now to 280. Cheers for Mike Gadding for his fielding, not for Roger Harper having scored his 3rd run in almost 70 balls, or more than 70 balls faced today. He's had trouble getting it off the square.
Well caught.
Very well caught. He had to pick it up for a start. It was David Capel, and Dilly picks up his third wicket. Dujon goes, a leading edge out to David Capel. And Capel's biggest task there was, first of all, to get his eyes fixed on the ball. It was aimed well wide of him. He moved well to it.
Yes, there's nothing really outstanding about the delivery. It was probably going down the leg side, and Dujon just getting through a little bit early, probably bringing the right hand into play a bit too early. The bat just turning and probably catching that leading edge. And a pretty good catch, because you are looking to a real sea of spectators there in the distance. And it's not quite easy to pick it up straight away, so he had to make 10 or 12 yards very quickly. But certainly Dujon's played exceptionally well. It is an advantage if you've got a wicket-keeper who can average round about the 40 mark. England were very lucky for quite a period of years when I was captain that we had Alan Knott, who averaged over 40 for a long period of time. And it really does give you that extra batsman. It makes a big difference. Been a lot of criticism in England sometimes of selectors on whether they pick the best wicketkeeper or a wicketkeeper batsman. I think really if one wicketkeeper is so much more outstanding than the other, you've probably got to pick the wicketkeeper. But it's certainly nice if your wicketkeeper can average around about the 40 mark. Malcolm Marshall, the incoming batsman, and he's a pretty useful batsman for a fast bowler, no doubt about that. There you see Dujon just turning that bat with the right hand and catching the leading edge, the ball just lobbing up, not going very hard, there's no problem in the pace, but you see that Capel there to make a lot of ground. And it's very easy sometimes that when you're catching and reaching down like that, your knee sometimes bumps your elbow and the ball flies out, but Capel made no mistake.
Two good overs from Graham Dilly with the second new ball. John Embry used the spinners this morning, and they did a good job. That's Embry himself and Childs. But, two good overs there from the England fast bowler. Philip de Freitas is the man at the Warwick Road end now. He's given that a bit of a thump down the ground. Harper, who played almost no strokes all morning. Certainly been galvanised into action. He is a terrific hitter. Graham Dilly is bowling to Malcolm Marshall. Gatting as the fielder down at deep third man. There's his own little cheer squad down there. It's looking from the far end of the ground across the top of our commentary box. 290 the West Indies now, 32 to Harper, 2 to Marshall. Still to come Curtly Ambrose, Winston Benjamin and Courtney Walsh. Work for the former England captain down there. That's Gatting. A few of them around out in the field.
Yes, almost afraid to have missed that ball there. There was always 2 runs. Gatting had a long way to come in, 30, 40 yards. And slightly off balance there as he took the ball. So no problem for the batsman.
That's a beautifully timed stroke. First shot of the morning, even though the outfield's slow because of that heavy rain I mentioned. It's fairly raced across the ground. Glorious stroke.
Oh, obvious whenever Marshall plays the odd shot there. He plays it as well as any of the batsmen. Perfect follow through there. Left arm nice and high, foot reasonably onto the ball, and full face of the bat. Not really hit very hard, just perfectly timed.
No ball, and the space is found too. Just a couple of runs, but enough to bring up the 300. Oh, it's well timed. Really the minimum of effort, and that's the sort of charge I was talking about. Poor Mike Gatting. He's not been in the sprinting business for many seasons. Certainly has been in the throwing game, though. Very good throw from that deep position, square on the offside. That was a very easy-looking shot.
Beautifully timed by Malcolm Marshall. Just pushing it away with the bottom hand. And almost reached the boundary.
On leg stump. Martin Moxon. Deceptive, that bottom hand push on these West Indies, and the Freighter started off quite late. I think it was just an ordinary blocking shot from Harper. The width, but how Malcolm Marshall relished it and timed it.
Well, I think that's the shot of the day. It's not a half volley. Hits it on the up, through the line. Marvellous shot, the full face of the bat.
It was just the right moment for the umpires to take the players off the field there, because it fairly threw it down. There was lightning and crashes of thunder. And then we had hail. It was a really big storm that swept over the ground. And the ground staff themselves did a terrific job, first of all in protecting the playing surface and then getting play underway again at 4:50 p.m. That was with 320 for 6 on the board.
John Charles it is. Being got away very nicely by Malcolm Marshall. And West Indies now moving on to 322 for 6.
Just that little bit of width again from Charles, allowing them to open the face of the bat and away through square on the offside, and nobody about taking David Gower on for a throw and going for a comfortable 3.
The line for John Charles. There's certainly plenty in this pitch for him.
Well, this is a line that John Charles wants to be bowling on this wicket. Full length, pitch in leg and middle. The batsman's got to play. Even if it does a bit of a chance of the outside edge, straight into a chance of LBW. If he could pitch the ball consistently there, there's no doubt he would take wickets. Pretty responsive pitch. Some balls do turn and bounce a little bit, and the others keep pretty low. So if you can keep pegging away on that right length and line, you would take wickets.
Delays for the exchange of positions by England's new ball attack, Dillian de Freitas. There goes the big hits. Malcolm Marshall, 4 runs. The crowd who feel as though they've been starved of action, well pleased with that.
Well, swing across the line, it pitched on. Malcolm Marshall, a pretty powerful player, and that really went away.
Runs there. De Freitas in pursuit. Oh, and down he goes. Well, this just shows the treacherous nature of the outfield. Good job, though, the ground staff have done. It really can't have done de Freitas any good. Just lost his footing completely.
A tremendous shot there by Harper. A little punch off the back foot with the right hand. A little bit of skating there by de Freitas.
That's well bowled. Outside the line, I think.
Certainly well worth a shout there by de Freitas. Didn't really get a long way forward. I'm not even sure he played at that either. It was a long time before the bat came into line.
Oh, good Yorker.
Freitas almost getting through here. Marshall just coming down in time. Sort of taking the off the middle out of the ground.
Again, showing how straight Marshall played. The temptation is to jab across, and that one would have got through had he played anything other than straight. It's 50 for Roger Harper. His second one only for the West Indies, but what a valuable innings.
Roger Harper about to take strike now from Philip de Freitas.
Gatting is the man down at third man.
And once again, Philip de Freitas going straight through the batsman.
John Childs doesn't know where the ball is. They've run 3 so far. It was bad luck for De Freitas, bad luck for Charles, very good luck for Harper.
Hooking up there, that short delivery from De Freitas. And Childs not quite getting to it, just getting to it really, and you see how he's skidding on the wet ground there.
That's Roger Harper's highest score in Test matches against England and against any other country for that matter. Those black clouds in the background, very, very severe, and it meant that the players were off the field again, and the rain came to Old Trafford once more. 357 for 6, and the light meter showing that it really was very, very gloomy indeed. Harper 61 and Marshall 37 have seen the West Indies through to that figure. The England bowling, well, they worked very hard all day. Charles bowled a tremendous number of overs for a man in his first Test match, 40 overs, 12 maidens, 1 for 91. Embury, 25 overs, 7 maidens, none for 54. And Dilley, as has been the case in other matches, the most successful with 3 for 82. The match situation at the end of the third day of this Cornhill Test, the West Indies 222 runs ahead on 357 for 6, and that is a very, very strong position to be in. Well, the West Indian batsman declined the light there. Made me wonder why on other occasions they're offered it. It just didn't suit them to go off at that particular moment, as is the case with other teams. Might be time not to offer it to players, time for the ICC to look at it when they meet next week. And around the ground, lightning, thunder and problems for spectators.